So this may look familiar because I'm at the exact same space as I was in week 8 because I'm recording it right after. As I had mentioned, I want to release week 9 as well. So as I've said, I'm going to review my project 0 against the requirements. Right, so I chose a vanity site. At this point, your topic should have been chosen. Right, you choose 15 pages. So how would I know that? How would I grade it? Is I'd go to your sitemap and I'd actually go through each link first to make sure all 15 were there. Okay, and for each, let's go back. Sorry, let me slow down. Right, so the image page we created in week 7 does not count towards the 15. One of those is definitely the index, right? So it's really 14 pages. And then you organize this across your menu, right? Typically, your home and your contact are not necessarily menu pages. They're links to important pages, right? But in this case, I'll probably take that. But here's the deal about this, and I'll come back to this topic first, is that, 3 to 5 menu items. I don't want to see all your pages on one menu item. The idea is to organize, and that part of this part of this project is just organizing, setting up a site, right? So I just want to give you that example. I'd said this before, but you have to update all the content on your template. So even if you chose a template that was kind of close to your topic, I will look back at that original template. So make sure you've updated the content because that's part of it. And absolutely use ChatGPT or whatever your favorite LLM, because that's kind of what I've started doing instead of staying a specific product. Get help. Ask it to help you create content. Okay. Do a custom favicon. We actually do that in week 8, and I just looked at that content. There's other ways besides the link that I shown, but that one works fine. And here's mine up here. That's your favicon in that case. Each subtopic becomes a page, right? So in this case, here's a menu, about, and then in the about, or actually, because my page is, there we go. So like health journey, right? So my health, and then running goals, right? So those are all subtopics become pages on the site, and these will be the menu. Some will be the menu landing page, and that's what I was talking about. So here's my menu landing page on the about, and so that might have been an example where I didn't have any subpage, but typically, except for a few, most should have subpages. Okay, make sure all your links working, right? Because even if, and you should still give credit to where you got the template from, but you can also have a footer on there. If you don't want to update it, I don't require a footer, but typically you do want to have one. Each page needs 75 words. Each page needs 75 words for all pages, right? 150 for the index. So a little more content on the index itself, okay? So, and then each one also needs a associated image, right? Your either images you create via generative AI, or images you include, right? So it's 5 points for images not there. Each page needs a unique title. So that means like up here at the top, like when I go to these subpages, then I should see that change because that's a unique data. But also if you go down and inspect, then also inside, and I could show you in the editor, right? So, but in this case also in the metadata. So mine's not the best example there, but I just want to show you what that really meant. I'm just trying to see where to drop that out. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah. So a unique title and associated metadata. All content must be updated. This is what I was talking about before. Have a sitemap. Have it organized, right? And then upload, right? It has to be uploaded to the P0. And then your comments. So this is actually part of it. Is you actually going through and grading yourself, right? You know what the points are, right? So I give you both a text box that you can grade yourself, and of course your URL. And you don't need your commits, just your project 0 GitHub IO here. Okay. All right, so that's what you need to do this week for the Project Zero, which of course is the most important thing you're going to do this week. But just to look at the content, let's just look at week 9 content. And as I said before in week 8, I forgot I can just show you in this way. Like normally it's you have to complete all items for the week. The prerequisite is the prior week, but for week 9, that's not true. You just have to get through week 8. And then once you do, you could, if you were ready, go actually submit your Project Zero, but don't do that because one of the assignments this week is actually related to your progress, okay? So let's just go look at the items since I don't have overview videos. So in this one, you're going to create a folder called Job. And this is a video that I looked at today and I thought, this is still so relevant, okay? So in this case, create a readme.md, use a heading 1 for the video titles. So I should see 2 heading 1s with the video titles. And then the content there within. I don't give you commit messages, just get those done. And then give me your, actually here's what I would say, and maybe I'll update this content, is give me a commit for each video so that I can see your commit history for those. So I guess I did change my mind on that one. So on the next one, I changed this one. I decided that in this case, I'm just going to have you do a progress update, right? So we're getting closer to the semester. I'm going to say, I know you're making good progress on Project Zero. Remember that to-do we did a couple weeks ago? It's time to update it, right? Review that list. Like mark off, like hopefully you did the checkbox. I think I noticed a couple people haven't. If you have not done the checkboxes on the to-do, so if you didn't, do that now, right? And then add, mark off ones you've completed, add ones that you now need, or remove ones that no longer apply. And then tell us in your reply what you have left to do and give us a link to your to-do and your Project Zero site. So this again is work for the course related to getting the project done. Now the next one is We Learn, and this is also something different I decided to do this year. Is like find a video or article that talks, that takes a topic or skill you learned here, right? And choose one of the following, right? So like in this case, find an article or a video that takes the topic, skill that you learned and expands your knowledge. Like, was there something that you got introduced to that you would like to learn more about, right? And then, now also that could be one path, right? So at least write 150 words about that and give us a link to what you reviewed. And then suggested content. Suggest content I should consider changing for this course, right? So, and in this case, and actually this should apply to both of these. Find resources that are available from 2024, 2025. Don't go back further, right? Write a post, post a link, and write the how and why of your selection. 150 words, substantive reply. One reply is all you need to do here. I'll change this to 1. Oh, I did say 150 words, so I did have it on there. Okay, so the We Learn assignment. So in this case, this is something I kind of think I've thought about redoing, but it still works, which is basically you can have 2 choices here. You can actually take and code this into your contact page in your website. It doesn't actually, and this is around the form, so that's how I cover the content. So you could actually either code that and tell me in your submission that here's my link, I did code it, right? Or, right, create a file called JS, a folder called JS, and a README file, and then take notes on it. JS is something, if you're not already in my JS course, if you're in this program, you're going to have to take my JS course because it's part of the core. So this just gives you a quick introduction, right? So provide me your commit history on whichever way you go. So if you took notes, your commit would be I took notes. If you actually did the coding, tell me that as well. This is actually notes and this is coding, the contact page. Okay, so you have choices on that one. So the Project Zero, I already went over that. Boom, here we go. Okay. All right, so I think the last thing I want to say, and I had this in my notes for this, is besides discussing this week work, just to say thank you. And I mean this sincerely. and I almost don't want to be, you know, I don't know. I want you to know I'm serious about this. Is I really appreciate you taking classes here at City College, and specifically this course. I hope you felt that your time has been well served and your skill has been increased, your knowledge about this industry, specifically about this topic. One of the things because I'm pretty much the lead faculty for this subject, I've been really considering is making making it more likely that students move through it in sequence, because we had in the past said or have it now to where students can pretty much drop into whatever course, and we did that because we knew people from the outside our industry would want to just take specific topics. But I think in a sense, it's kind of hurt in that sense that, I don't know. I think it can go both ways. If you have feedback about that, I'd love to hear it, because I'm at the place where I'm going to have to redo it. But more than anything, just thank you. Thank you for taking this class, and thank you for the time and dedication that you've spent in this course. And I look forward to seeing you if you're heading into 85. I look forward to seeing you there. 85 is going to feel very different because it's only HTML and CSS. It'll feel the same in the sense that we have a weekly discussion, we have assignments, code-alongs, and then we have reviews. So from that perspective, but unlike this course where we've covered a lot of content, these are the important topics for those studying web development, is the HTML and CSS. And actually now I'll go be working on that and getting that course ready to be released. Probably I can't commit to this completely, but my goal will be to have it done on the Wednesday that you all finish this one. Now again, I think some of you have already taken 85 with Rick Gomez last semester, or with me another semester. But either way, if I don't see you for the back nine, we call it, I hope to see you in another semester. If this is your last class with me, congrats and enjoy. Thanks so much. See you later.